So this is a odd one, but I figured a little bit video on it anyway because apparently it's being reported that Kevin Feige is annoyed by people by the fact that people liked X-Men 97. I'm not sure why Kevin Feige would care about that, but nonetheless, let's go through this. This article comes from Cosmic Book News. Kevin Feige said to be annoyed by X-Men 97 success. Now, if you're saying success, it can be on Disney Plus because no one watched it there. But other than that, like I said, people did like the show. So, yeah. But I had some issues with it. We will be honest with you. But, regards to it. It's claimed that head of Marvel Kevin Feige is said to be annoyed by the apparent success of the X-Men 97 animated series. I'm trying to figure out in my mind why he would be. It just seems weird to me. The claims come from Bodemayo. Oh God, well, okay, yeah, that explains. Bodemayo via X, who Marvel fired prior to the show's premiere for alleged inappropriate behavior, which DeMaio has also claimed isn't true. DeMaio has also alleged there is racism going on at Marvel and that various executives wanted to ruin the show. Talk about the Deadpool creator Rob Liefeld has also fired shots at Feige over alleged behavior toward him at the Deadpool and Wolverine premiere. The latest from Bodemayo is that he says he was told by a Marvel employee that Kevin Feige has found it annoying that fans compare X-Men 97 to the live-action X2 X-Men United movie released in 2003, which some fans consider the best of the films. Now, the thing about it is that X2 X-Men United is basically that is basically based off of God Loves Man Kills, the X-Men story, which is really a pretty interesting story. If you haven't read it yet, you should really check it out. So, but let's hear what it is actually had to say here. This is what Bodemayu said. Man, talk about never meet your heroes. I was informed by an employee at Marvel Studios that Kevin Feige's response to the success of the show and it being their highest rated project on Rotten Tomatoes was that he would prefer if it wasn't being used as a referendum on the MCU's failures. Well, if the MCU gonna fail, that they're doing a damn good job at that. And his annoyance that people hold it up to X2. Kevin did not give X-Men 97 any of his attention. I met with him to pitch it and was hired and never got a note from him afterwards at all. And now he's annoyed it did well without me and the crew needing him. Sort of disgusting disrespect and ego. Explains why I had to pay for the wrap party for the crew out of my pocket because Marvel declined to honor the crew's hard work. Never meet your heroes. Okay, now, to be perfectly honest with you here, I'm thinking Bodemayo is starting to reach to the point now where he needs to post something every now and again to stay relevant. I don't know if Kevin Feige is annoyed by X-Men 97. I basically don't think Kevin Feige would care because he have enough problems over there with the MCU. You understand me? Now, the reason X-Men 97 people like it is because it's connected to the X-Men animated series. Now, as I said before, I say again, there were and there are some problems with X-Men 97 that I've talked about before. I mean, one of the biggest things for me is, their portrayal of Rogue. They really destroyed her character because Rogue went from this complicated femme fatale who basically Rogue was like forbidden fruit, and that's why you couldn't touch her, and her powers kind of made it difficult for her to get close to anybody because of that. They just basically turned it into, okay, she met Magneto who kind of groomed in a creepy style and she hooked up with this guy who was old enough to be her father. Understand me? And then let's not forget the whole sexy dance she did with him right in front of Gambit, like, take that in your pipe and smoke it. It was ridiculous. There are other things in the show, but that one was pretty bad. And the way that they portrayed Rogue, really terrible. Because after what happened with Gambit, you then decided to join the same man. Come on, what? That's one of that thing. I'm just saying, I really don't think Kevin Feige would care. I mean, you know, Bodhi might be saying a lot of things about the whole Marvel situation, all kind of thing. Okay, we all know Marvel and Disney are not exactly saints. They're a company that doesn't care about people. That's kind of evident at this point. But what are you gonna do at this wrongs? Just lose your shit over it all the time? Come on, that's why they're losing money. And this is another thing that really pissed me off about X-Men 97 this year. Magneto knew who it was, set up that whole thing with Genosha. He knew what happened. This man held him captive for a while, stripped him down to his underwear, gave him weird, creepy shaves while telling him his story and everything. And then the minute you get free, what do? Go and declare war on all of humanity. Humanity didn't attack you. This guy did. And did you go after him? No. But then they ran around telling people, oh, you know, Magneto is right. No, if anything, that proved Magneto is a freaking psychopath. That's what it proved. Come on. About a month ago, saw Bodhi Mayo release a statement on his YouTube. Look, all of this story talking about how the allegations were false and all of that and that are going on. Then he did a video thing talking about there was problems at it and what they were trying to do and how how Marvel didn't want to stay true to what was being done. They don't want to focus on things on stories and should write new stories and not adapting those written by old white men and all of that. And then he talked about how these individuals would attempt to sabotage me on my job, painting me as abusive when I declined to make wholesale changes to characters, when I declined to have Jubilee fire plasmoids out or mouth or make gang signs or paint the sky with plasmoids in the shape of middle fingers. I don't really think that's something Jubilee would do, but it would not he go and talk about a smear campaign, all that. All of this he go to talk about, right? Season 2 and 3 are currently in development with new writer and showrunner Matt Chauncey. With it said, the second season has been revised, no release date has been announced. So yeah, the fact of the matter is that we are getting season 2 and 3 of X-Men 97. But the thing is that Bodhi Mayu had said that, you know, his version of season 2 for X-Men 97 was pretty much complete. But now they've gone in and changed it because of the whole bacchanal involving them. Understand me? But like I said, I had problems with season 1. I wasn't really thinking season 2 was going to do any better. And now what I hear they're looking to do with it, I really have less hope than you could imagine. What they mentioned is that under the Mayo, the viewership for the first season is known to be really low. DeMaio or someone at Marvel also changed Morph to gay, hinted Morph and Wolverine are gay, used pronouns that didn't exist in the 90s, and DeMaio shared gay art of the characters on social media. He also tried to promote X-Men 97 on RuPaul's Drag Race. So yeah, there was some serious red flags there. Now, like I said, I just say yeah, with the viewership for season, with the first season known to be really low. Yeah, because people were not watching it on Disney Plus. I said so. I said so. I did a whole video showcasing how the viewership numbers were not on the Nielsen charts at all. And then somebody told me, I thought, oh, you know, X-Men 97 had over 15 million for them. I was like, nah, you gotta be serious, man. Come on. But that's the thing about it. People were watching it, just not on Disney Plus, because Disney has ruined their reputation that badly. And then when you look at what happened in the show, how they changed Morph. I mean, the whole thing with Morph was just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I want to try to hint at Morph and Wolverine in its gay relationship, but it's just crap. And the whole using pronouns. Like, I think these things did not exist back then. They did not exist. And you could see what they were doing with it and it pissed off people. Talk about how you wanted to promote the show on RuPaul's Drag Race. Because over at Marvel, X-Men have basically become this allegory for the LGBTQ community, and it does not work. It never has. It doesn't work at all. This is what Bodhi Mayo to say here. It is wrong when I suggested this past February that we reach out to RuPaul's Drag Race to find a way to promote X-Men with a beloved queer franchise on that show, to be told by Marvel that they wouldn't want to alienate certain audiences. I'm an audience and I didn't want any part of that. I wanted no part of that. There's nothing to do with that that makes any kind of sense to me at all. I don't understand why you would even think that is something to do. I really don't. I don't know what the hell Bodemayo was thinking, but I don't see why in God do you think that would be to anybody. Does anybody even watch Reporter? I just know that's actually gone. I really don't know. But that's what you wanted to do. That just screams red flags to me. Seriously. X-Men 97 season 1 and the original animated series can be watched on Disney Plus. So yeah. But then again, like I said, they say Kevin Feige is to be annoyed by X-Men 97 success. I really don't know if Kevin Feige even cares about X-Men 97 and what's going on. I highly doubt it. I don't think he really cares at all. I think he has his own problems when it comes to the MCU. I think this is just Bodhi Mayu trying to stir up something so he could stay relevant. But overall, I think that's the bottom line of it. I think he's trying to stir up something to stay relevant in regards to it. But whether he's annoyed or not, I really don't think it's something that people should really care about. X-Men 97 had its own set of problems with season 1, and the fact that they're going to do season 2 and 3 and looking to overhaul everything, that's something to be worried about. Not how Kevin Feige really feels about it. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell to be notified every time I put out a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.